Imagine this. A man stands up and says, I'm going to raise $40 million and bring clean water to 2 million people. And that man? The biggest name on YouTube, MrBeast. Normally, such a statement should spark hope, right? But this is the internet, where even the simplest good deed is thrown into the jaws of public outrage. Team Water became one of the most controversial charity projects before it even finished its first month. How can a charity project, one that aims to bring clean water to people in need, end up accused of being a scam? This is where things get messy, because this isn't just about water. It's about perception, influencer responsibility, and the internet's endless hunger for outrage. When MrBeast appeared on camera, his words were clear: $40 million in 31 days. Clean water for 2 million people. The announcement wasn't just a tweet or casual stream mention. It was a full-blown production, complete with cinematic editing, emotional music, and carefully crafted messaging designed to tug at heartstrings. The video showcased everything: children smiling with water, wells being constructed, emotional testimonials from village leaders expressing gratitude. It was engineered to melt hearts and open wallets simultaneously. But here's where MrBeast's typical formula started showing cracks. His usual content involves controlled environments, giving away cars to friends, building elaborate challenges, funding random acts of kindness that can be filmed and wrapped up in neat packages. International water infrastructure? That's a different beast entirely. You can't edit real-world development projects like you edit I gave $100,000 to random people video. The campaign launched with typical MrBeast efficiency: professional website, slick graphics, partnership announcements with established water charities. Everything looked legitimate, organized, ready to change lives. Donations poured in quickly, hitting millions within the first week. Social media exploded with support, shares, and celebrity endorsements. But just as fast, criticism began to explode. Here's where things got toxic. MrBeast didn't just ask for donations. He called out other creators by name. Not subtly, not diplomatically. He put them on blast during live streams, tagged them in posts, and essentially created a public scorecard of who was contributing and who wasn't. Some influencers claim MrBeast's campaign wasn't a friendly challenge, but open pressure. Donate or look bad. The subtext was clear: if you have millions of followers and don't contribute to this objectively good cause, you're the villain. Logan Paul got hit first, whereas Logan's donation became a running joke in MrBeast's streams. PewDiePie faced similar pressure, with fans spamming his comments demanding contributions. Even smaller creators with a few 100,000 followers found themselves targeted by MrBeast's audience, accused of being selfish for not emptying their bank accounts for wells. Some streamers even admitted they took a week off streaming just to avoid MrBeast calling them out. Imagine people sitting on millions hiding from charity requests like they're dodging student loan collectors. The absurdity was peak internet culture. KSI tried to deflect with humor: I'll donate when Jimmy stops making me look poor. But the internet doesn't understand jokes when moral superiority is at stake. And the internet? It didn't forgive. Half called MrBeast manipulative. The other half blasted the creators for being cowards. There was no middle ground, no nuance, just tribal warfare with charitable giving as the battleground. Ironically, the campaign itself was breaking records while breaking relationships. Millions raised, millions promised water, but the only thing people talked about online was drama. The actual cause, clean water access, became secondary to influencer beef and Twitter discourse. Is MrBeast using people for self-promotion? Became the dominant narrative. Not are people getting clean water? The conversation shifted from impact to intent, from results to reputation. Will the donations actually build water systems? Was asked more in bad faith than genuine concern. People weren't actually worried about implementation. They were looking for gotcha moments. Why are other influencers being dragged into this? Became a rallying cry for creators who wanted to dodge responsibility while maintaining victim status. Nobody was really focused on the water. Everyone was focused on the spectacle, the drama, the opportunity to take sides in another internet war. Then came the cultural gut punch that revealed MrBeast's true priorities. Rolling Stone published the 25 most influential creators of 2025. MrBeast ranked number 7. Above him, Caleb Huron, a comedian many had never heard of, plus several other creators with smaller followings, but apparently greater cultural impact. For someone who built his brand on being the biggest YouTuber, this wasn't just a ranking, it was an existential crisis live streamed to millions. MrBeast's reaction tweet: before he deleted it within hours. So a guy with 1M followers is more influential than me? What did I do to piss off Rolling Stone? Maybe I should start a podcast about my feelings instead of building wells. The internet went nuclear. Screenshots of the deleted tweet spread faster than the original Team Water announcement. Accusations of ego, arrogance, and mask slipping filled every reply section. The same people who had defended his charity work now turned it against him. This is who you're defending? Someone who cares more about rankings than water. Even long-dormant creators emerged from retirement to pile on. Rosanna Pansino, still nursing grievances from previous MrBeast controversies, quote tweeted, "Caleb has something Jimmy never will. A personality that doesn't need a production budget." The timing couldn't have been worse. Here was MrBeast, in the middle of asking people to fund clean water projects, having a public meltdown about not being ranked high enough on an influence list. The optics were catastrophic. Here's the irony that defined the entire controversy. MrBeast got slammed for pressuring people to donate, and also slammed for making it about himself. People managed to hate him from completely contradictory angles. Some said, "You're doing good, but you're making it a show." The classic "your heart's in the right place, but your methods are problematic" criticism that influencers can never escape. Others said, "You're bullying creators into paying." This crowd treated charity requests like extortion, as if asking wealthy people to contribute to good causes was somehow unethical. A smaller group defended him. "At least he's doing something while you're just complaining." But even his defenders sounded exhausted, like they were tired of having to justify obvious good works. The most vocal critics combined both angles. He's pressuring people for a show that's all about his ego anyway. Peak internet logic, turning charitable giving into evidence of narcissism. But the outcome was the same regardless of which criticism you chose. MrBeast gained more enemies at every step. Every million raised came with a million new reasons for people to hate him. Because this isn't just about charity, it became about everything the internet loves to dissect. Three elements drove the endless discourse. Money people are obsessed with watching how millionaires spend their wealth, especially when they're young enough to be called kids by older critics. Morality, the eternal question. Is this kindness real, or just a brand move? Can good deeds be authentic if they're filmed? Does intention matter if the outcome helps people? Perception on the internet. Even objectively good deeds look suspicious when examined under the microscope of collective skepticism. The meta became more interesting than the actual cause. Video essays analyzing MrBeast's manipulation tactics. Twitter threads breaking down the psychology of charitable guilt. TikToks explaining why performative charity is worse than no charity. Meanwhile, actual water access experts were largely ignored. Engineers who could explain project timelines, development specialists who understood implementation challenges, local community leaders who could speak to actual needs, all sidelined while internet personalities debated the ethics of asking rich people to share their wealth. Of course, memes erupted like digital wildfire. No schools, no wells. But hey, Fortnite skins exist. This became the rallying cry for critics who connected every MrBeast controversy into a unified theory of broken promises. Icon skins, 1 real projects, 0. Gaming culture absorbed the controversy, turning charitable criticism into gaming scoreboard metaphors. MrBeast promises water, delivers drama. The simple summary that captured the entire situation's absurdity. One viral TikTok comment encapsulated everything. MrBeast isn't handing out water. He's handing out outrage for free, and somehow that's more abundant than his actual charity work. The memes weren't just jokes, they became the dominant way people processed and remembered the controversy. Complex discussions about charitable effectiveness got reduced to punchlines about PlayStation skins and ranking list drama. As of now, Team Water has raised $33 million, an objectively impressive amount that could genuinely transform water access for millions of people. Implementation reports show real wells being constructed, water systems being installed, communities gaining access to clean drinking water for the first time in generations. But the public's lingering questions have nothing to do with water and everything to do with internet psychology. Will this money truly bring water, or just another YouTube video? The assumption that documentation equals exploitation, that filming good work somehow negates their value. Is MrBeast actually changing lives, or just changing his image? The belief that massive charitable giving must be secretly self-serving, because genuine altruism at scale seems impossible to accept. Why does asking other rich people to help make you the villain? The cognitive dissonance of criticizing someone for trying to expand charitable impact beyond their personal capacity. Years from now, people might not remember the exact numbers, the millions raised, the wells built, the lives changed. But they'll remember the noise, the outrage, the endless discourse about whether good deeds count if they're filmed and whether charity campaigns can be too successful for their own good. Not water wells, but the battle between ego, image, and influence. Because on the internet, even saving lives can become a controversy if you're not careful about how you ask for help. And maybe that says more about us than it does about MrBeast. The real tragedy? While millions debated the ethics of charitable pressure and the authenticity of documented good deeds, 2 million people were still waiting for clean water. But hey, at least we got some quality content out of their suffering, right? Peak internet achievement unlocked, turning clean water access into a reason for outrage. GG humanity, you play